Oh, wow.
But what I want to show you, now this was the cell for the rebellious ones that were in these two sections down here. They would put them in here, and Professor Davis at the University of Cape Coast did an enactment for Jermaine Jackson when I had him. You remember this one? And he lined the slaves up in here, the black men that were acting as slaves. He was in theater to show the people how it would look, how they had them chained in here. And the amount of heat that they generated alone. Up here, what you see is this is the air and the light. This is all that the slaves had in here.
Yes.
Okay.
This is
The pitch black. And so they were in their own mess. The only thing they put in here, if you put your light down on the floor, you see the drain, they dug down to this. And the other thing is that when the wind would come during the rainy season, the water would blow in here. The water would actually come in here or on them. But this is where they kept them. They kept them separate from the other slaves. And then when I got here in 1990, they said that 86, I first came here, they said that the local people who looked after the slave owners, listen to this language, they would give them local food that they were used to eating, and they would send doctors down to examine them to see if they were sick. And I said, I'm vegan. And the white people were down here with me. See, they were trying to make the white people feel comfortable.
right.
That's all it was. It couldn't be anything else. Because I had to tell them, I said, with all of these rebellious slaves and they speak in different languages and fighting, they would send a doctor down here to examine them. I asked the brother that question. He couldn't open his mouth. And that's the kind of language that they had. But they did that enactment in here, I'm telling you, it was something.
And had to be.
Yeah, and they lined them up. You in here, somebody else standing. Yeah.
That's what
So
they
this
did.
is that's this cell. This is the one where they put them on. This is how high it was. All of the things that even the brother said that the people that they put in here in the early 90s to dig it out found chains and all of that. But it was up this high.
What was
right
it?
here. This is where they marked it on the wall.
What was it that happened?
All of the crap, the feces and all of the
Was it
crap.
high?
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, it's about
So
3
they
feet.
dug it down to the actual original.
That's the original
You can
stones.
See it down there? But still, they're still covered up. But that's how high it was. And
A
that's-
couple of feet. Then they.
Yeah. It was because of us coming here in such great numbers. Because I remember right through this hole right here where you were, I almost had to bend down like this to get in there.
Y'all
And
have-
after they dug it down,
You know what?
Yeah.
Somebody put something on the
On the
like
floor. Say,
yeah,
the drain, watch that
yeah,
drain.
yeah, you gonna trip. And these people coming. Let's